burning of a holy text is an offensive and disrespectful act and a clear provocation. But then they said constitutionally protected right of freedom and speech, assembly, expression has to be safeguarded. Now, on one hand, we are saying it's the freedom of worship that has been violated, and they say no, this is the freedom of expression, it should be safeguarded. As reactions came from government, some of the Western governments said this is freedom of expression. It comes under while they deplored that, they brought it under freedom of expression. So as a result, Pakistan has now gone to Geneva for the Human Rights Council and moved a motion that this is a violation of the international human rights law. That is being taken up on the 13th, the Thursday, in Geneva. Now, this is the question that is rising. We all treat this as a violation of the freedom of worship. But there is an attempt to bring this under freedom of expression. You can't bring everything under the freedom of expression. There has to be a limitation. But this seems to have been the Western line because some of the international NGOs are saying if this resolution is passed, it will be a setback to the West. This is not a question of West or East or North or South. It's a question of the right of worship which we've had. It's not a question of burning the Quran. I, for one, am not an adherent of Prophet Muhammad, but I think there are a lot of valuable items in the Quran which all of us can make use of. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Rig Vedas, in the Bible, we all find. Similarly, there are non-Buddhists who find things, useful passages in our own text like the Dhammapada or the Tripitaka. So all of us regard this as an attack on religion. But for some of the Western countries, it's one of expression because they are trying to expand the concept of expression to cover disorder. The human rights in Geneva is why are you silent? Why hasn't the commissioner made a statement? Why are you going to wait for a vote? Now this is an important issue for all of us. What is the value system we are going to follow? Your freedom of worship cannot be challenged. You can't give it another interpretation and cover the freedom of worship by the freedom of expression. If you are going to excuse this act on the basis of freedom of expression, then basically you have to rewrite history about Adolf Hitler, who burnt all the books and many of the Jewish cathedrals and make him a Nobel Prize winner. So one of the two. So now we have come to this stage. Nevertheless, this is the beginning, I think, of us trying to get our own values, the values of the global south, into the Human Rights Council where it has to be respected. This was a very important issue, and since I have instructed the Foreign Ministry to go ahead and first to oppose it in Geneva, any attempt by the West to change it, to support the Pakistani resolution, and we as a country to take the first step with the Commonwealth, because as a country we all know the Buddha said, treat every religious leader with respect.